Where have we been, Sandy?
MIA.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we're going to get into that in a little bit, but right now we're in front of Concord Mills. It is March 4th.
And I thought it'd be fun, Sandy, for us to walk around the mall and do a channel update or life update or where the heck has Adventures That Rock been
Yeah, what have we
update.
been doing, right? Yeah.
And we're also going to explain why we're doing it inside the mall. So let's get ready to go on this Adventure That Rocks.
We're back.
Let's go back in time, Sandy.
Yeah, so we were actually here, Outdoor World, having our Santa pictures. We went to San Diego, went to Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, and he was having some pains around his tummy.
I sure was.
Yeah, so January 4th, a particular day, 2 months ago, I finally made him go to the ER.
Because I couldn't even bend down to get something out of the bottom shelf of the refrigerator without being in a lot of pain. And we didn't understand why.
And it was constant, and it was increasing. So I'm like, nope, enough of this. Let's go to the ER.
Well, first we went to the urgent care. First we went to urgent care.
Gosh, 2 months ago, trying to remember. Yeah, they said, oh, we suggest you go to the
Yeah,
ER.
they felt around on my stomach, they pushed around, heard me scream out, and said, you're going straight to the ER.
Yeah, you need to go to the ER.
And that was on January 4th.
January 4th. And 10 hours we were there. They morphined him up. We talked to the surgeon, our surgeon, and said, yeah, you'll need surgery. But they didn't sound like it was urgent or anything. In fact,
well, they said I had hernia mesh unraveling around my small intestines.
Yes, but it wasn't enough to where they needed surgery right away.
But the ER doctor did say it was best to do medical bed rest to prevent anything else happening
further damage
down there.
Yeah.
To prevent further damage, right.
So in fact, since January 4th, you were basically in bed the whole time.
Yeah.
Up until probably like just a couple of days ago, honestly.
Right.
This has been crazy. Now, the painkillers too, as you can imagine, can really affect your creativity.
Yep, and we're going to get into that.
Yeah, stay tuned
Stay
for that.
tuned.
More info.
Even these chairs right now that make a massage feel good and jiggle you around.
Yeah, that would be a big no-no. No jiggles. Now this is more rock speed right now, and we'll talk more about that.
What about things, Sandy, like riding the train?
Is that one?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that in a little bit. Hang tight.
Now that I can do, Sandy.
I think so. Not yet.
And that's actually new.
Maybe
that wasn't
soon.
here last week.
No, I know. I noticed that. The VR experience. It's kind of cool. I would worry about the restraints.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in just a minute. What that issue might be. So, February 4th, Sandy, what day was that in our history?
That was a big day. That was a huge day because that was the day of surgery. Now keep in mind, it took an entire month to schedule the surgery.
Right.
And he's been in bed that entire time in terrible, terrible pain.
And after surgery, Sandy, was I in terrible pain?
Worst pain.
It was bad. It still is bad.
Yeah, not as bad as before.
That's right. You don't hear me screaming out loud.
Thank God. But yeah, surgery, we thought it was going to take a while. It only took about an hour. It took place, at 10 o'clock. And he had to be admitted in the hospital.
Right. So
the night.
They ran into a slight complication. They took out the hernia mesh.
Yep, which was raveled in with his smaller intestine.
And because of that, they actually had to cut out some of my small intestine.
Yeah, which there's a lot of feet of a small intestine. So when I first heard that, I was terrified.
Me too.
But it seems like it's quite usual that there are pieces that can go and sewn back together and you live a perfectly normal life. So that's great.
However, after surgery was more bed rest. Back to bed rest, Sandy.
Yeah. Even though the hospital said, walk around, it'll help you heal faster, the amount of pain he was in was impossible. So resting was the only way to go.
And here we are filming this on March 4th. So like Sandy has said,
It's been a month.
It's been a month. And we'll show you what's going on right now and why it's a little difficult for me to ride even VR rides such as that behind me.
All right, Rock is gonna show you
Okay.
his bandages.
Right. So this is what we got to deal with right now.
Yes.
And that way, like Sandy said, if a restraint bar comes across here, I'm in big trouble.
Big time. In fact, if anybody comes anywhere close to him, I'm kind of like his bodyguard now. And in fact, if you do see us at Dollywood or all the places that we're about ready to go to, and you want to hug him, hug me instead. I'll take 2 hugs, because hugging is not an option right now. Why are we in the mall, Rock?
Concord Mills is a really big mall in the Charlotte area, if you weren't aware.
Yeah, it's cool.
1 week ago, I tried to make 1 lap around the mall.
Yeah, I didn't. We barely made a quarter.
It didn't go so well. So I'm determined to keep coming back to the mall to make a full lap around the mall, Sandy.
Yep.
Because after surgery and after 2 months of bed rest, it's taken a lot out of me to walk.
Yep.
Even such things as walking a mall, walking through Walmart. It really, my energy, my stamina, mentally, all got depleted. If something, Sandy, I never would have expected to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the healing process, so we're slowly, and we actually were told by the surgeon, the more you get up and walk around, the faster you will heal. So we want to do that, because we do have a big
Right.
road trip coming up.
That's right, and we're gonna talk about that. We are about to hit the road, Sandy.
Yes,
In 9 days, I think, that you're watching this video.
on the 12th. 'Cause
First
we got
up,
media event galore.
that's right. So you will be seeing us because Six Flags Over Georgia in Atlanta, we're coming.
Yeah,
to
they're
test
opening
out.
up the Gold Rusher, the Georgia Gold Rusher.
That's right, a brand new coaster that I
Can't ride.
can't ride.
I'm gonna have to go on my own. Actually, his daughter is gonna join me, so I have my riding partner. My heart breaks because he loves coasters, but you have to take it easy.
I will be filming it from the outside
Yeah.
while they get to have the specialty cameras hooked on to the coaster itself.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's okay. We'll ride it in the future.
And let's go inside Cavender's to tell them about our next destination after that.
Okay. And yeehaw! Guess where we're going?
Part of my mental therapy has been telling myself I want to make it to opening weekend at Dollywood.
Yes, Dollywood opening is March 14th. How many days is that?
I
That's
think
a little
11
over-
days
yep,
to go that we're
11
filming
days.
this video.
Yep.
For those that may have not seen our videos before, I'm a huge fan of Burlington.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Because sometimes if you look around in there,
Sometimes,
you can find
a lot of times.
some Disney park merchandise.
Yeah,
Let's
like-
go take a look real quick while we're here.
Actual park merchandise for unbelievable prices.
Right. Let's go see. I'm really excited about this. Like we said, look at this mug. Classic old school Disneyland mug that was done in 2023. $4.99. This was probably about $18.99 to $22.99 out at Disneyland. What about something like this, Sandy? What about something like this? Can I ride?
Nope, too much jiggle. That hurts the belly.
Inside Five Below, did you know that you could get $5 SpongeBob's or Stitches that are perfect for Easter baskets? Don't tell Sandy, but you could even get strawberry shortcake. I might have to put that in her Easter basket. Actually, I am gonna put that in her Easter basket. Now, how do I get it without her knowing? After Dollywood, where are we headed, Sandy?
Well, we are going to head to Virginia. King's Dominion is having a media event of their brand new coaster Raptera. So excited about that.
So am I, Sandy.
Yeah. We're hoping, we have an appointment with the surgeon. We're hoping that he says, yeah, sure, you could ride one ride, but he's gonna have to do a lot of convincing with me that he's gonna be okay.
Right, so the time frame between Six Flags Over Georgia and King's Dominion is 7 days. That's
Yes.
7 days more of healing.
Yes.
Because the doctor did say I would not be ready for Six Flags Over Georgia.
Yeah, he said, you're not riding any coasters, are you?
So
Nope.
we are going to see him on Friday, March 7th,
Yeah.
just to make sure to go over what I can and can't do before this road trip.
Yeah.
Also, where else
hopefully.
are we going, Sandy?
Fingers crossed. We're going to Washington, D.C. The Cherry Blossom Festivals are going on, right? During the time we're there. So I have always wanted to see them. And after watching Captain America, where
Right.
it was filmed in the full bloom, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going. Let's do it.
And
So,
here's a fun tip. If you've never been to Washington, D.C. before and you think about rent or watch Night at the Museum
Yes.
2. Because it's all in D.C., takes place all in the museums, and just makes a fun background. So when you hit D.C., and you might be able to see some of those things from the movie.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to watch it with Sandy.
yeah, that's what we're doing.
While we're at the 1 month after surgery mark, Sandy,
Yep.
there are still some things I cannot do. Like that gumball machine behind me is perfect height for me to get some gum.
Yeah, not the one low to your knees.
Right. Bending down to the ground
Yeah.
or lifting
Nothing-
heavy objects,
Yeah.
even lifting a gallon of milk is
Yeah.
still a struggle for
Yeah.
me.
So it's up to me, and I'm getting my strength.
That's right. As you can see, if you see us out and about and you're like, Rock's walking really slow,
And why is Sandy like 50 feet in front of him?
now you know the reason.
Yeah. I'm a speed walker, so this has been quite the adjustment. But it's worth it.
It's been an adjustment for me too.
Yeah.
But I am walking more and more each day.
Yeah.
I'm walking outside.
Yep. Which
Walking
thank
the
goodness
mall.
it's beautiful.
Yes, thank goodness.
Except for this
nice
morning,
weather.
it's kind of chilly. That's why we're in the mall.
Right. And it helps me to walk the mall just to know I can do it. That there's certain marks that I want to make sure to achieve before we hit the parks.
Yes.
This is what we mean by Sandy's speed versus my speed. Bye. Sandy, did you know that I have about 20 videos that we filmed that I've never edited or put out?
Yeah, I believe it. And the amount of photos we have that we've never shared. Wow. But why is that?
The medications. Now, when they first told me, Sandy, that, you know, all this bed rest and everything, I was like, I even told my friends and other vloggers, no problem. I've got 20 videos to edit and create. The medications put me in such a brain fog.
Yeah.
I couldn't focus enough to even string like 5 clips together. I even started one and it was only 2 minutes long and I had to have Sandy double check it. And I'm like, how do you think this is flowing? So after this, if you do start seeing us in older videos up until our road trip, that means Brock's finally getting it together.
Feeling better. Yay.
He's getting it in gear.
And he's no longer on heavy pain meds.
So
That's a good thing.
we really wanted to give everyone an update on why hasn't there been any content and what's been going on with us.
Yep.
This is a place we've never been at. Sea Life Aquarium. An aquarium inside the mall. One day Sea Life will get in there.
So on February 4th, while I'm at the hospital, as if things weren't bad enough that day, I get notified that my job was eliminated and I was displaced. So as you can imagine, that was quite a punch to the gut.
It's like
But-
getting hit with a double whammy.
I mean, that was a bad day. But a godsend is that I was able to spend and am able to spend so much time taking care of him and really focusing on his healing, recovery.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
that might have been turned out to be one of the best blessings God could have given us.
Yeah, and that's
because
how,
of how much time and care I have needed by my side through this whole ordeal. And I've just been so thankful that she's been there with me.
yeah, and more time to go to the movies. I mean, obviously I'm looking like crazy, but I do have severance. We'll be okay for a little bit. But yeah, we just believe that's how we roll, with positivity and good things happening and things happening for a reason. So
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if your malls have these, but I've been so curious about renting one of these. And look, it's a 2-seater, one payment of $39, and you can ride it all day long.
hey, can we take one of those to Dollywood? That'd be perfect.
Let me turn the camera around, Sandy. We gotta talk about that. Okay, Sandy, I don't know if you've been getting the messages, but I've been getting messages about us using these at Dollywood.
You're getting messages? Oh, people are recommending that we do?
That is
Ooh, okay.
something we have, even me and you
We've
have
talked about it.
discussed
Mhm.
the pros and cons
Yeah.
of doing it. Now, I'm not completely ruling out, but I really am hoping that I'm healthy enough
Yeah.
where it's not needed.
Yeah.
Is I still going through pain?
Yes.
Yes. A lot of it has to do, well, you see how much bandage?
Yeah.
Imagine doing that bandage for a month straight, every single day, my skin is just getting so irritated. It doesn't want those gauze bandages on me anymore. And the wound is, Sandy says, the pain I go through in my wound area is healing wounds.
I'm hoping. It's my
Healing
positive.
pain, that's what she's
Yeah.
calling it.
It's-
Healing pain. So I am still experiencing it. I'm just not at a level 8. It's more like at a level 5.
Goodness. Yeah. The pain has definitely lowered, but it's still there.
So will you see us on scooters at Dollywood? Stay tuned. While I'm from the Lego store, it reminded me of something, Sandy.
What's that?
I did say, hey, while I'm on bed rest, we can put together our Cinderella Castle Lego set.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
That's
no, that
how
didn't
bad
happen.
the brain fog is. We're
Well, he
trying to
should have
piece-
been sleeping anyway. The most
yeah,
of the
and
time.
trying to piece Legos together on brain fog of
No.
all the meds.
No, not a good
It's
combination.
still in the box.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll do it. So excited to see this. March 21st, it's coming out. Yay!
And we wanted to take time to thank everyone.
Oh my goodness, yes. The outpouring of love and support and care, the amount of texts, calls, messages. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with our Facebook page, that's where we've been posting a lot of the updates.
Yes.
Of post-surgery updates, how
Yeah.
I'm doing, pictures that we're taking when we are on these little mini adventures, getting my strength back up.
Yep.
But yes, thank you so much for the donations, the messages, the thoughts, the prayers.
Yes.
They have been
Yeah.
a blessing to us, a huge.
Huge. We can't thank you enough.
Yes, so much positivity and love and care out there. Just thank you so much. I did it, Sandy.
Full lap.
Full lap around
Check.
the mall.
Good
Very
job.
slowly,
Yep.
but to me, it's a goal that I accomplished.
Yeah, and it's amazing when you do go something so severe, the major surgery, it's the little things that you really are grateful for.
I am super grateful
Yeah.
every time I can even walk in Walmart,
Yeah.
which, believe it or not, a week ago was pretty painful just to even do that. We guys hope you enjoyed this update, this little bit look into our lives
And
and
where-
what's been going on.
Yeah, where we've been.
So be sure to say hello to us if you see us out and about over the next few weeks coming up, because we're gonna be out there. Slow, but we'll be out there.
Yes.
And we'll be,
Yep.
And we'll be continuing to make each and every day an adventure that rocks. I know she was gonna say something. Looking for more fun photos and maybe little mini videos that we didn't include in this video you're watching now?
Be sure to check out our TikTok, our Instagram, and our Facebook pages.
And we're gonna put those links also in the description down below.